WXII 12 News. This is breaking news.
That breaking news is out of Thomasville. The city says it is investigating a potential cybersecurity incident involving its municipal computer systems. We're told the city recently detected suspicious activity on its networks and took action to contain the situation. Still unknown whether or not any sensitive information has been accessed or compromised. City officials say they have taken certain systems offline while they investigate. However, essential services, including public safety, continue to operate without interruption. We're told both state and federal authorities are assisting Thomasville with its response. Hundreds of people are expected to take to the streets of downtown Raleigh for a second night in a nationwide protest against ICE raids. Protesters are expected to gather at 6 o'clock in Moore Square, not too far from the Legislative Building. They're expected to fight back against a wide-ranging immigration bill headed to Democratic Governor Josh Stein's desk. Republican lawmakers passed the legislation last night. Senate Bill 153 requires state and local government agencies to cooperate with deportation efforts by ICE officials. Failure to do so could lead to lawsuits. This could set up a veto fight between GOP lawmakers and Governor Stein. President Donald Trump touched on the nationwide protests over his immigration policies during a visit to Fort Bragg. Trump visited the military base alongside Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. The Trump administration says the visit was all about celebrating the Army's 250th birthday, but it comes amid an escalating military presence in California.
What you're witnessing in California is a full-blown assault on peace, on public order, and on national sovereignty carried out by rioters bearing foreign flags with the aim of continuing a foreign invasion of our country.
This was President Trump's second visit to North Carolina this year. Last time he visited areas devastated by Hurricane Helene. In Los Angeles, the mayor declared a curfew for the city's downtown area. And while there were protests, the city appeared to be calmer overnight. Jay Gray reports from LA.
Well, for the sixth straight day now, we have National Guard troops stationed outside of the federal complex here in downtown Los Angeles. This comes after a night where we saw for the first time a curfew in a 1 mile square block area of this facility. And by all appearances, it seems to have worked. Yes, there were people out after the curfew. We saw multiple arrests. We saw a lot of arrests yesterday, more than 200 people overall arrested, and many of those after the curfew. But again, there was no violent protesting like we've seen over the last several nights. No looting. There were no cars set ablaze. And so to that point, it seems like the curfew served its purpose, and it will, we are told, continue. This is a day when we do expect for the first time to see those 700 Marines who were deployed to this region by the White House on the streets of Los Angeles. And last night, the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, talked a bit about that push.
He deployed more than 700 active U.S. Marines. These are the men and women trained for foreign combat, not domestic law enforcement. We honor their service. We honor their bravery. But we do not want our streets militarized by our own armed forces, not in LA, not in California, not anywhere.
Along with those Marines, we expect to see more National Guard troops on the ground here today, a show of force that we are told could last as long as 60 days here. That's the latest from Los Angeles. I'm Jay Gray, NBC News.
And here in North Carolina, groups are reacting to the latest White House immigration orders and policies. The director of Church World Service Greensboro says the protests in LA bring up fear in our local communities. The nonprofit has been welcoming refugees and immigrants to our state for the last 40 years.
People are coming from, in many situations, coming from war-torn countries, are coming from countries where there had been a dictator, are coming from places that have experienced tremendous civil unrest. And particularly in Greensboro, we have such a welcoming community with a really long history of welcoming and supporting newcomers. So it's, I don't think that the travel ban is truly a reflection of our values as a community or as a nation.
She says Church World Service recommends anyone worried about the travel ban and reconnecting with family overseas should seek immigration legal services. You can find a list of immigration resources right now on WXII12.com. And a developing story now, Winston-Salem Forsyth County School Board members have approved another measure to help with their massive budget shortfall. The board unanimously voted to take $6 million from their child nutrition fund to go towards the deficit. The school board says it will not impact students. It's a federally funded program that works like a savings account. According to the interim superintendent, Kathy Moore, she says it's a loan that the board must repay on or before June 30th of 2030.
But included in the permission that we are asking from the board tonight is an agreement for how we pay that money back, so that it goes back to Child Nutrition Services. And that, if we were to get that would help us with clearing the vendors that we owe. An additional $4 million takes our deficit down to about 30, 6 takes it down to about 28.
Moore adds the school system is on track to pay all of their vendors back by June 30th for the current fiscal year, excluding 3 major entities, one of them being the County Sheriff's Office for school resource officers. Guilford County is moving forward with plans to consolidate 4 of its schools. The school board voted 8-1 last night to close Madison, Southern, Vandalia, and Washington elementary schools. These schools are expected to shut down in the next couple of years. Board members also approved adjusting attendance boundaries for 12 other schools to accommodate students from the closing ones. Leaders are also calling on county commissioners to amend their budget to provide funding for maintenance repairs. They say right now there is no money in the budget for that, and the board cannot use bond money. The first of more than 5,000 Guilford County High School seniors will receive their diplomas today. Graduation ceremonies are taking place at First Horizon Coliseum Special Events Center throughout the afternoon and evening. Seniors at Smith, Penn Griffin, Ragsdale, Grimsley, and Northwest High Schools will cross the stage. Heavy traffic is expected in the Coliseum area, so be sure you plan ahead if you are planning to attend.